guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Laurethtv. Thank you for joining me today. If this is your first time, you are very welcome. Thank you so much, guys. I am happy to be here once again to talk on something different from what we discussed the last time. Thank you so very much for joining me today. And if you haven't subscribed, please click on the subscribe button below to subscribe and click on the notification bell so you can get notifications when we have a new video. So, as you must have seen from the title of the video, we are going to be talking about some social rules that are meant to guide you, to guide you and make you avoid some or a lot of embarrassment, guys. So I'm going to be sharing these rules with you. These are rules that most of us are familiar with. We know them already, but sometimes we forget that they are rules. We don't apply them where we are supposed to. So I'm just going to be reminding you and even telling you more. Maybe you never knew these are part of those rules you should learn, try as much as possible to stick to do them. You're not just being nice here. It's a rule that it's supposed to guide your social life so that you don't get embarrassed or you don't find it like, oh, I just did it, it's not a big deal. It is a big deal. Maybe you'll find that as we dive into the video. Keep watching, don't go. So guys, I'll start by saying the number one rules. Yes, remember I said this will save you from some sort or a lot of embarrassment, guys. So you really need to take this seriously as we discuss it. Number one social rule I would say is never give an advice until you are asked to do so. Yes, never find yourself giving an advice to people when you've not been asked to do so. Sometimes you might just hear people talking or discussing about some certain things and they haven't asked for your advice or your comment or something like that. Don't find yourself jumping or fast forwarding to cutting them short or trying to give them that advice when they haven't requested for your opinion. So always wait until a matter is brought to you or you've been advised to you've been asked rather to advise this person or people on a certain issue before you do that, guys. So that is our number one social rule. Number two is when someone shows you something on their phone, it could be a picture, it could be something, it could be anything, please endeavor to check and return the phone back. Yes, I know a lot of us can relate with this. Sometimes maybe a friend or somebody might just give you the phone and say, hey, check this thing out. A lot of times people will just make that mistake. After checking that particular thing you're asked to check on the phone, you swap and start checking other things. It is very rude and unprofessional for you to check, and after checking keep swapping the person's phone, another person's phone, to see more. You've not been asked to do that. You've been asked to just check and return. That is all you've been asked. So please always endeavor not to do that. Never find yourself swapping somebody's phone to check for something you've not been permitted to see or to check. You never can tell what is coming next. So always avoid it. It is very, very rude and unprofessional to do that. So always check and return the phone when you've been asked to check something out. All right. And now number three social rule is thank you, please, and I am sorry. Is it part of you right now, or are you still struggling with these words? These are the magic words. I've done a video on the magic words, so if you haven't seen that video, you can end of this video, it will pop up, so you click on it to watch. All right, guys, so you learn to use this magic word like it is called the magic words. It works like magic, so learn to use it. It doesn't cost a thing to say please, sorry, thank you. Learn to use it. What sorry can resolve $1 million kind of quarrel or issues or problems. So learn to use these words. You don't pay anything for it. It is free. It doesn't cost you anything. Learn to use the magic words. Thank you, please, and I'm sorry. All right, guys, these are social rules. Like it or not, they are social rules that would help you. All right, guys, and the next one is Do not stare at people's phone. This is so common. This is very common. Sometimes we do it unconsciously. You just forget yourself sometimes, and a lot of us have made a lot of mistakes when it comes to this particular one. Stop staring at people's phone. Someone is sitting next to you, and maybe you're doing something, and maybe you could even hear from what is going on that phone. Maybe the person is playing something, you're just so tempted to want to see, or the person is typing or something and you're just so tempted. It is very rude, it is very wrong for you to start trying to see what's going on in that person's phone. Avoid it. Some people don't take this lightly at all. So in order in order not to be embarrassed, please don't find yourself trying to peep into someone else's phone, someone sitting next to you or just around you. Avoid trying to look into their phone, unless maybe the person is telling you, wow, have you seen this? Then you can say, wow, okay, and check. But don't find yourself trying to see or peep into someone else's phone. It is very, very wrong, guys. Let's be guided by these social rules. And there is another one. The other one: learn to praise and appreciate people publicly, but learn to criticize people privately. Yes. Can we relate, guys? I hope you can relate with this. A lot of people make that mistake of criticizing people all in the name of correcting them publicly. Who takes correction that way, guys? Would you take a correction that way if you're being corrected publicly and it turned into like an embarrassment? So guys, these are social rules. Praise people publicly and learn to criticize or correct people privately. I tell you, if you call somebody out privately to tell them this thing you've done is totally wrong, I'm criticizing you for this, I'm correcting you for this, the person will take 100% correction, unless that is a person that does not want to be corrected. Unlike when you just start talking to them anyhow in public, or they won't just take that as a correction. They'll feel you're insulting them, all in the name of correcting them. So guys, these are social rules you must learn. Last and not the least, guys, ladies, are you ready? Because this, not just for the ladies, but I think it is very common with the ladies. All right, so ladies, are we ready for this? We say it as it is over here. So ladies, this is for you. And to all the men that this may concern as well, this is for you as well. Never find yourself ordering expensive dish when someone is treating you for dinner, for lunch, for breakfast. It could be anything. Never find yourself ordering that expensive thing, or it might not necessarily be a dish. It could be anything. Don't be too forward, ladies. Don't be too forward. Take some time to relax and observe things and watch things around. If you're being if you're in a restaurant, you could just observe things and say, okay, I would have what you're having. But don't find yourself, you've seen the menu and you've seen what this person is ordering, and you are the one even ordering 10 times stuff that are even more expensive, or a dish that is even more expensive. You never can tell what's in that person's pockets. Guys, ladies, this is for us. Don't find yourself in that position or that situation. This could lead to a terrible embarrassment, unless the person is asking you, no, go ahead, feel free, take whatever. Even at that, bear at the back of your mind, you have to be guided. There are rules that you must run with. There are rules that you must, play with. So don't find yourself in that situation or in that place where you would regret some actions or get embarrassed or whatever. So guys, let's be guided. Let's run with these rules. And I know if you try this, learning this, and start, acting or doing these things, you would have a smooth sail in your social life, and you will look even more professional. Thank you so much for watching this video today. I hope you have enjoyed it, and I hope to bring you more interesting videos. If you haven't subscribed, once again, feel free to subscribe. Click on the subscribe button and click on the notification bell so you can get notifications when we have a new video. Follow us on Instagram, Laurethtv, like our page on Facebook, Laurethtv, and on Twitter, Laurethtv. And give this video a thumbs up and share it so other people can see it. I love you guys, and have a great day. Bye-bye.